in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Knight. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Graves. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Grabs it in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer?
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Impey if they can stop him on 3rd down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Under fire. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's high. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to throw on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
There he goes! He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Got his man quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. With the catch, it's Rasmussen. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rasmussen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Right on the money. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Scrambling away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to go up top on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. A first down for the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. It's high. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Snap from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Here on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Got it in the middle, it's high. And it's in there for a touchdown. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
The snap sets up the throw. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Finds his target down the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work for the 1st down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. At the 40, there he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Swings it out to the flat. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle, it's high. He's out past the 35. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Grabbed in the middle. It's high. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's picked off and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. To throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves it with 3rd and 3. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Finds a tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Makes the catch. It's high. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.